Happy Sunday it is, and happy Labor Day weekend. It is day 23 of Marcus and me, and today he is talking about dealing with irrational animals. And I don't think he's always referring to our furry four-leggeds either. In today's 23rd meditation from Marcus Aurelius, he begins, when you deal with irrational animals, with things and circumstances, be generous and straightforward. You are rational, they are not. When you deal with fellow human beings, behave as one. They share in the logos and invoke the gods regardless. Don't worry about how long you'll go on doing this. A single afternoon would be enough. Marcus Aurelius, day 23 in Meditations. I was thinking about the beginning of this, when you deal with irrational animals. Well, I've gotten used to dealing with a lot of irrational animals. Humans, on the other hand, are a lot different. Animals are much easier in some ways to work with. They don't have as much manipulation or any kind of ego or facade to uphold. Animals just are who they are. And the thing about being straightforward is most people aren't used to people being straightforward, especially in today's world. And a lot of people aren't used to people being generous. But we all do share in the logos, the divine connection, the divine plan. And I like this part where he says a single afternoon would be enough to invoke the gods. Well, just a single moment of holding your tongue in an argument, walking away, can change things. And that to me is also invoking God, because when you walk away, you're choosing peace, your peace. And you might have said what you needed to say to hold your ground or stand your ground, but then you walk away and leave it there. So it's great, Marcus, today. And it's a beautiful Sunday here in West Virginia on this 23rd day of Marcus and me in Book 6. I was thinking about this Marcus dealing with irrational animals. And I was actually talking about this to a friend of mine this morning, that I've had to work very hard. When you're training a horse, you meet that horse's energy, especially with unruly colts, fillies. They come at you aggressively, try to run you down. You have to get a lot bigger. And at least match that energy. Otherwise you're going to get run over. And a 1,000-pound animal is not very forgiving. They're quite irrational when they're scared. They're a prey animal. And people can be that way too. And I've had to learn how to observe people and how to interact with them and what's appropriate at the moment. Because it might not be appropriate for me to match that irrational person's energy. It might be appropriate for me to tone the energy down. So, just a little side note here. We all have an animal nature, or we should. If we don't, we're going to get eaten alive down here in this jungle. There's a great man I listen to who talks about how he can bring his consciousness down from higher to lower. And when you're conscious of it, you can do it. You can bring your energy down to to meet the need of a situation at hand, even if it's quite a, irrational situation. So I think this Marcus, and then, too, there's that part of prayer. I've found that if I have an argument with somebody, I try to pray for that person, because a lot of times whatever's happening is something more to do with them than with me. There's some issue that they're going through, and we live in a society that likes to project our issues onto others, because it's the only real way we learn, it's through other people. So, great Marcus today. Great Labor Day weekend out here. Not too hot, not too cold. It was cold last night though. We've been having some cold bonfire nights around here in the West Virginia mountains. So enjoy your Labor Day weekend, and especially if you have it off and don't have to labor. Have a great day, everybody. Peace be with you all. The force of Stoic Marcus be with you all as you have to deal with irrational animals.